Thank you so much for being able to make this happen for me. I know it's been a long journey. Not the most consistent YouTuber out there by productivity for 2021. Let's be honest. It's just like what, maybe 7 or 8 Gunpla videos versus 7 or 8 guitar videos in 12 months. That's looking a little Bush League. But I could use the excuse of, well, the pandemic's been hard on all of us. And it has been hard for me, but that's not an excuse to let this go down. So we're gonna fix that definitely in the near future, especially now that I'm more motivated than ever.
Man, and I thought 2021 was abysmal. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, this is 101R Smith, also known as Reggie, here on my channel on YouTube, 101R Smith. And today, this should be going up. Filming right now is December 27th, so by the time you see this, it should be December 30th, and this is my channel update for, to be honest, 2022. I haven't talked to you guys directly in exactly a year, a little over, because December of last year was the last channel update I did. And I felt this one was pretty important because of the fact that I haven't talked to you guys directly in a year and what's been going on. So this video is gonna be broken up in a few pieces. So if you're here, because I know at this point, my channel is kind of in a divide between Gunpla and metal. And I kind of feel I need to address that and try to walk through it and try to understand the process of what's been going on in my life. So there will be timestamps to where if you're just interested in Gunpla, you can get your Gunpla update. If you're interested in the guitar, you get your guitar. If you're interested in me, you get everything. So yeah, I kind of looked back at the channel and I saw that, first off, I've realized how much time has passed. It's been a year since I talked to you guys directly. And I find that I kind of owed it to everyone here to talk, because it's kind of like I did my channel update, 2022 got started, I did a few Gunpla reviews, and then it's just been chugging along on this thing for the bulk of the year. And in a way, I felt like I kind of lost a little bit of direction, and it is my fault, and also just because of interest of what's going on in my life on a personal level. So I had intent to do Gunpla in 2022, but I kind of stopped in April. Not completely, because I would still do content for Gunpla Network, but I kind of gotta be honest with you guys, I more or less lost my passion, and it was a number of different factors. It was the pandemic made it even harder to get random kits, so I couldn't keep up, even though I always designed the channel to not be about chasing after the hot trend, but you still want to get that new kit and share your opinion with people and try to give your take on a brand new kit, whether it's a high grade, a real grade, a master grade. But in 2022, that has become pretty difficult on a North American front. Like, I'll give you an example. So, in my hand right now, on the side of my table, I have the high grade Gundam Aerial. And yes, I am watching Wish for Mercury. And even that is a little bit of a complicated story. But I just got this kit a week ago. I did my earnest best to try to get this kit pretty much right when it came out. I went to Hobby Link Japan. I pre-ordered. I put in down my deposit. I had that and Shenlong together in one order. Figured I'll get them both, then once they both come out, I can open, build it, and review it. But literally as soon as they came out, they both went under back order, and I had to wait 2 months to get the North American release. If you don't jump on it, it's difficult to even try to get a brand new kit. But that's only part of the story. The other part of the story is I live in New York City. I live in Manhattan. I won't go into any more particular details for privacy's sake. But I live in Manhattan. I live in an apartment. And this brand new company bought the apartment or just the whole project conduit that I live in my neighborhood. And these buildings are 100 plus years old. They're a century old, and there are a lot of renovations that need to be done. So ever since they bought out the company that owned my apartment last year, it was brought upon me and my mother that we would have to move out. And what that means is, or what that consists of is, they could tell us at any time that we have X amount of days to pack up and live. We would be moved into a temporary apartment for up to 3 months, and then when we have to move back, they would move us, but that kind of looming threat of we'd be told at any time to pack up and go. Yes, they have to give us some time, but we didn't know, so we didn't want to do any new additions. And the hardest part on my front about this moving kind of situation is I have so many kits and action figures and different assortment of stuff accumulated over the years that moving is going to be very difficult for me. And I didn't want to add new additions because I could be told at any time. I could be in the middle of a perfect grade build and be told, gotta stop, gotta pack up, gotta move, you got 30 days. And we didn't know when that bomb was gonna drop, and we didn't know, so we didn't really want to add any new additions to the household until finally, very recently, we both got kind of fed up, and we just said we can't keep our life on pause for this company. And that was a major factor, but really the true interest, the true core of it was I just lost my passion. Between the fact that I didn't have a full-time job for a year, I didn't have money for Gunpla. I was busy trying to find a job for myself to find some sort of financial stability and start to I'm finally at a point where I've had a job now for 6 months. So it's the stepping stone that I need in order to start to want to move out, because I live in this place, or I live with my family my whole life, and I've never lived alone, but I'm at a point where I want, like, the need and the desire to live by myself has finally reached a fever point. And in order to facilitate that, first I need a job. And I've held down this job for 6 months now, and I'm moving up within that job, and it's allowing me to start to save money. I'm working on a budget to move out. I'm working on financial plans. I'm actually starting to. The hope is to be out. I would preferably want to be, I'm 28 now. I would like to be out of here by 30. So in order to facilitate that, I needed a job, and I put all of my efforts into the job. I'm finally at a good place with my money that I can afford Gunpla again. I'm not gonna have to worry about, I still have to worry about my bills, but I have a little bit of wiggle room to facilitate that. And also reconnecting, like me and my best friend, we did a whole watch, Enos, me and her, we did a whole watch of G Gundam. And I just got so excited again about Gundam for the first time since probably the end of IBO. And now we're up to The Witch of Mercury. We're only on episode 4 again because we need a premium account in order to watch Gundam on Crunchyroll, which is bullshit. But like, my interest is back again. I'm finally financially stable enough to facilitate that hobby. I'm one of the most consistently inconsistent YouTubers out there. I give it all, and I go, 100%, and then life catches up to me, and then boom, dead. Don't want to do that anymore. So I don't want to over-deliver what I can't do. I'm trying to be as realistic as humanly possible about it as I can be. Now on the guitar, that's a different story. With the guitar, I have a huge plan for 2023 when it comes to guitar playing. So there's a little bit of a 2-track mind with that one. So if you haven't noticed, I spent all of summer trying to do an entire album. I did Wonder What's Next by Chevelle front to back. Except for the last track, One Lonely Visitor, because that was an acoustic track and it was not quite comfortable playing acoustically yet. But I did that whole album. And that was a lot of fun. I really felt like it gave me an opportunity to show off how much I've developed as a guitarist over the last 4 years. I'm still not amazing at it, but I think I'm okay. If I had a star rating, I would be a 2.5 out of 5. I am a comparable, literate guitarist. I can manage as a rhythm. My goal for 2023 is I want to do 4 albums. 1 for every season. So the plan is, do an album. Album typically has 12 to 13 tracks. And then have each video individually, because not everyone's gonna want to watch the whole album compilation. That's fair. And then put it all together. So you have the option of just, if you just want the track, you get the track like I did with Chevelle, and then you get the full album. The special thing about this, what I want to do with 2023, all the albums that I'm going to cover are celebrating 20th anniversaries. So 2023, 20th anniversary, 2003. And there are 4, maybe 5, depending on how winter works out for me, that I want to do. All of them will be celebrating their 20th anniversary. And I already have them in mind. I've looked up the tabs for most of them. Some of them I've technically already played, so a little bit of a hint. But 4 albums, front to back, compilation on their exact or close to exact 20th anniversary as I possibly can. And I will say, I will at least give you one of them. The first one will be Meteora. I will be doing Linkin Park, Meteora, front to back. I've already done Don't Stay and Fate, so I'm gonna be redoing those. Don't know if I'm gonna keep the original versions of it, but I think I will, just because you like to see how much you progressed over time. And then I think the album came out March 25th, 2003. So I will be starting in January, mid-January, front to back, all the tracks, except for Session, because that's an instrumental. Maybe I may fiddle with some guitar, haven't thought about that yet. And release it on the 20th anniversary of Meteor. Maybe I might get lucky and get some few, or at least for the individual songs, I might get a few guest guitarists on there. I'll hold me to that, I'm gonna try. But that's the plan for 2023 on the guitar front. And I'm not just gonna limit myself to those 4 or 5 albums that I want to do. I might sneak in a few more in there just out of fun, because, it's kind of like in acting that I learned, where when you're an actor, you learn that you have to live within the material of the song, you have to live within the material of the play. And I've noticed, especially with the Chevelle one, that you live into it, you listen to the songs on repeat over and over and over again, which is obviously you enjoy it, but you live within the world of the songs. You're always looking for tempo, chord progression. You're looking for, timing, and you live within the world of that album. And after a while, you get kind of tired of it, because you just need something, okay, I've been in here a while, I need a breather. So it's not like I'm only doing those 4 albums, because I'm gonna burn myself out very quickly if I do it that way. So we're gonna have different songs in between. So guitar-wise, that's my plan for 2020. And that's what I want to do this year for you guys. And, you know, even the slow progression that we got between 2021 and 2022, I went up 100 subscribers. So we're up to 1,100 at this point. And I gotta say it again, I've always said this every time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to do this. Could have been easy to give up. It could have been easy to lose interest. I have lost some interest, but I've still kept going, and you guys, for some reason, have gravitated towards me, whether it's for the gunpla or the guitar. And I have nothing but thank you and appreciation for the amount of time, energy, and patience you guys have given to me, whether on the guitar front or the gunpla front. And, you know, it's pretty easy to lose interest. It's pretty easy to, you know, pass off and move on to the next guy. But for a lot of you guys, the more consistent ones, you have stuck by me, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm sorry I'm not the greatest YouTuber out there in the world, but I do try to be genuine, and I do try to be transparent and upfront with you guys, both on a creator level and on a personal level, because I don't know how else to be but transparent. I can't put on facades, I can't put on personas. I only know how to be me, and me is goofy, awkward, and a little bit of a guy that moves the drum with his own beat. But for those who stick around for that, I'm thankful immensely for all the support I've gotten over damn near 6 years. So this is the channel update. Thank you if you took the time to watch this. I'm thankful, and I'm also just happy on whatever level I do this to do this. So I am 101 R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.